fuck?
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hello, my geeky guys and gals. Welcome to Serena. I'm your host, Mask Geek. This is how the game starts off with. As soon as you play it, there's no menu, there's no options, there's nothing you do. Just straight into this game. That is it. This is a free-to-play game, which I was watching a video on Game Ranks, and it was saying about...
The photo was right there. Maybe I could have another look.
I will in a minute, dude. Just give me a moment to introduce people to the game, please. Yeah? Sweet! So this one, as I say, I was seeing it on Game Ranks, and it was top 10 free-to-play horror games or something like that. Now, when it says horror, it's not your typical jump scare horror that I've been playing on the channel as of late.
One more try. I know, it's pointless. I need to do it.
Shut the fuck up, man. Please, shut up. No, it's the kind of psychological horror, more akin to the delivery like The Park. That The Park being about 2.5 hours long on the channel. Maybe a little bit longer. But the story that's involved in this game is no in relation to The Park. It's a psychological horror, and the horror deliverance is...
I'm terrified of that photo. But I'll lose my mind if I don't have another look.
Shut the fuck up, man. I can't even pause it. Press escape and it quits back to the desktop. So, yeah, the psychological horror delivery aspects of the game is similar to The Park. Now, this game is roughly about an hour's long, so I am going to do a complete run through from start to finish, because I doubt there's even going to be any save games to it. I think that because when you boot up the game, like I said, there's no menu, there's no new game, load game, options, exit, or anything like that. You just straight into it and play. So
I have to see her one more time.
So let's play, because this guy obviously ain't going to shut up. Look at that hand. Fucking like a vampire hand. Yeah, monster hand. Alright, let's do this. Right, so this is me. This is my dude that we're playing. I look like a little bit like Chris Pike. And this is my missus. This is Serena. Not Serena Williams, the absolutely stunning, beautiful tennis player. But this lovely lady with her face obscured out.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
Don't know. Oh, I'm gonna find out though. Now this game's a pointy-clicky, so you're not running around like you normally do in a 3D game. You gotta look everywhere. So if I use my WASD keys,
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
It's going to be one of these type of games, like Oxenfree. There's going to be a lot of game narration that's going to stop me from talking. Great.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Cool. So yeah, you can't use your WASD keys. You've got to do your pointy-clicky thing to get round. So it's kind of 3D-esque. But what was surprising me was when I was looking at the game files... see if I can see with anything in the books.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
Okay, dokie.
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
Yeah, I do like that. I got to admit, I do like a good old wood smell.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights.
Yeah. Cool.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
So there's not much there to look at.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
Okay, yeah, so it's not a proper 3D realm kind of game where you can move around freely, got a pointy-clicky everywhere. And when I'm looking at the game files, this guy's going to talk. I'm going to say it very quickly. When I looked at the game files, none of the files are put into archives to be hidden away from the typical user and then to be used purely by the game. all the files are laid bare for you to see. All the video files, all the audio files, all the texture files, everything. You can go into everything and change.
Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her.
I know. So yeah, all the files are laid out to bare. And looking at the texture files in particular, they are .tex files. And so that gives me to believe that this might be an Unreal Engine game, but there's very little information about it, so I don't know.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Reading your dirty old books. Got it. So we got to find out what's happened to Serena. I think that might have something to do with it. And we've got a little bit of the old amnesia going as well. Jeez. A bit heavy-footed there, ain't you? A bit of a hoof.
I miss her so much. How is it possible that I can't remember her face?
Because you're too busy talking.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
Yeah, priorities, right? You know, so if you're going to have a little log cabin like this, you'd want to have at least a good view outside. So, I had children, apparently. $2 an hour. That's what I'm thinking. $2 an hour.
I should look around some more. I have to remember her face.
Well, I'm trying if you would stop yabbering on. What's in the chest?
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else?
I guess we're going to need a key
I
then.
use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Uh-huh. I'm going to need a key for that. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Nima of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here's our mount, a snow-white mare. Come, Oisin, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth, play your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days, our suns in sky, and rainbow ways. Cool, nice little ditty. Don't know what it means. Might be something worthwhile and significant, but ignorant old me with my own two brain
What
cells.
a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect.
I'm sure she was. Can we not open it? Oh, we can. I was trying to click and drag. That wasn't working at first, and then trying to just click on it and nothing would happen. Is that something there? No, that's just pointing me down to go back. But there's nothing in there. Really?
Perhaps in her dresser. Or something that she made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Or the rug?
Look what I made, hun.
Yeah,
in case we
okay.
ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Right, okay. Where we go? Got some flowers.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods.
And a
She's
Bible?
fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
Probably would be. Maybe that's why she left.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it.
Might be using the wrong type of fuse.
Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there something inside here?
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
Yeah. Won't be a log cabin without a cuckoo clock. Anything in here? Don't know, records or just magazines? Whoa, okay then. Magazines, alright. Just not the type that I was
special. Contradictory.
expecting.
She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
Uh-huh. Religious and a bit of the hornbog. Fuck's sake. Horn dog. Fucking imagine how good that would actually sound if I'd have said it right. Oh, man, me and my two brain cells just do not function. Honestly, is there anything under the bed?
Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Far out, man. Peace. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting all kinds of mixed vibes about what Serena was like. Bit religious, bit of the old horn dog, and maybe a bit, of the old smoke-rooney type. Can we get inside these drawers? We can. Is there anything inside here? It looks like me coming out of the camera shot. It looks like there's something there. But I can't click a lid. Oh. You can't click on the other drawers.
I miss her so much.
So why couldn't I do it before?
How is it possible
Dearest,
that I can't
how do I
remember
say any of
her
this?
face?
I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
So is that one of the earlier letters that she penned?
I should look around some more. I have to remember her face.
Right, okay. So, ooh.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
That's going to be from her. Unless you've got really long blonde hair.
Yes. Blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering.
Well, it does look like Chris Pike. He had long hair.
What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Nah, mate. Too much to drink. That's what it is.
I used it too, when shaving.
Okay.
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
I don't think that any log cabin would have come as standard wall-to-wall mirrors.
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
Yeah, okay. I've got... Oh, there's other drawers here. What we got? What the fuck
They
is
prevent
that?
my blood pressure from skyrocketing.
Oh, pills,
Doctor's
okay.
orders. And Serena's.
It looked like there was some kind of little tiny little bitty hand inside for some reason. Maybe I've just had too much pills and I'm going cray-cray. What's inside this drawer?
These
Keys?
keys are for the cabin and the car.
Cool. Can I take them to go and investigating? Huh? I want to go sleuthing. Try and find out what's actually happened here. Anything else that we can click on? No. Okay. So now that I at least know that we can click on other things, let's go ourselves back here. Fucking hoofing it all over the place again. Yeah, look. So far we can finally get inside the Udu drawers. That's why when it worked before, mind you, there's nothing inside these drawers anyway, just a load of old clothes. Okay, Crocums, so not a great deal of information inside the Kublin. But if that's an early note from her...
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Right, okay. Just some dirty magazines.
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
So clearly there's something else that I'm missing on here.
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Ah, picture's back, look. So it is her with blonde hair, but I've also got like an auburn hair. Mind you, it might just be the art style.
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers.
She's a good-looking girl. No wonder she was a bit on the old horn dog side.
Truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us.
Dun dun dun! And then you got turned into a horror game.
My love.
Right, so no... Hello? Bing bong! Who's bingle bongling? Is that the clock?
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell.
Don't know.
I miss her so much.
Okay, so something's bongled somewhere. Can we go outside now?
Why? I might just as well stay here.
No, guess not. Okay, so something bongled somewhere. So I need to find out what it
Is
is.
there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust?
Yeah. Are you still the same? That's different. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell. Reached the golden shores they trod. Here dwell once mortal and god. Ice in the flesh, Nema of the Fae. Till season's light brought disarray. Broke through imagination's shell. Are all my earthly loves beyond recall? Cried Oisin. Lost! Lost, as I am in thrall. Right, so that changes then, as the story progresses.
Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you're feeling lost.
Okay. Oh, there's a sign up on there as well. True friends stand by each other throughout any adversity. Cool. Hold on a second, I just need to click my fingernail because it's doing my head in right now. There we go, that's better. I hate it when you just get a little sliver of nail off on the side of your fingernail and it just won't come off. Painful.
She said to me in the letter, in our life before things went wrong. Did she ever mean them?
What letter? So we're talking about the same letter and that's going to change? Let me just have a look around everywhere
Without
else
any
as
activity,
well.
the corner feels cold and lifeless. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
Don't know. Don't know either of those two's. Well, I do, but
Let my work destroy my love?
I'm not a philosopher.
Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time.
No, nothing in there at all. Right, okay, let's get back to the letter. Are you changed? Nope, you're still the same. So let's say that something went bad. Is that, like, just something bad
We
in
did
a relation?
A horrible fight. I just can't recall the reason.
Must be then. So it's a bad thing as far as relationship goes, but possibly not a bad thing as far as what horror tropes could be. They're being
I
kidnapped.
only remember the fight didn't end well. I must have lost my temper. I think we both did.
Right, let's check this letter again then. See if this has changed.
Dearest, how do I say any of this?
It has?
I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness.
What?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike. And then you...
Sorry about that, my geek guys and gals. I thought it had changed.
Heaven is full of memories. It speaks to me. And I will find the truth.
Yeah, I thought it was saying something different, so apologies about that. It wasn't. It was just my two brain cells speaking in their different alien language again, making it look like that I was being intelligence. But I don't have none of that intelligence things, so sorry, I just wasted everyone's time. There's the pills.
I never noticed it before, but there's a tiny crack in it.
Oh? Where?
Well, it's a hairline fracture.
Has that got any reference to do that it's right next to the comb?
I still remember when this thing smelled of fresh paint.
Okay.
She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it.
So I'm taking pills, that's obvious now. And me and Serena had a fight. Is it a case whereby I needed those pills to keep a sane level of sanity? And I forgot to take some pills at some point, cause a fight, and we ended up breaking apart.
How could I possibly forget the color of her hair like that? Even for a moment.
Okay, so this dude, I'm now sensing is obviously suffering from some form of amnesia, and he needs those pills to keep clear.
I should leave the keys here until she comes back, because I know she will.
Oh, there's a picture there. Hello, who are you? I can't read that on his name tag. Looks like Azzy. Don't know. Waiting for asylum. Okay.
Was there a reason? Or was it the sum of minor disagreements?
I didn't see that before. Look, Day of the Tentacle. So, if that's the case then, this...
Proust wrote all his life about the associative power of tastes and smells. He spent his last years in retreat from the world, though, writing in a cork-lined bedroom.
Cool.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
Just beat it!
Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house?
As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers.
Okay. So if it's the case then that we're dealing with some kind of mental disorder of some kind, this game might touch upon some deep, deep feels. I wasn't expecting that, so if it does, I'm going to put that warning out early in case it does. Hopefully it doesn't, and it hopefully might have a happy ending. But given my experience with the park and that dragon cancer,
keep looking.
I'm feeling this might not have a good ending. That's still the same. Right, so what else is there? Are we just stuck inside
It's
here?
my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before.
I did it there right at the start of the game, you dink.
Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive.
Yeah, especially if you ain't taking your pills and you need it. Okay. Not much on else going there. So, there's something that's clearly a miss for me. I'm not getting the full picture just yet. Can we go outside?
I should really stay.
No,
So tired anyway.
Guess not. Maybe that's endgame then. We can only leave once we've figured out all the clues. The picture's still the same. I mean, those kids don't look entirely cheerful. And especially Alma there, just covering her face up with her hair. So, is there something else that I've missed?
I kept saying I'd paint these chairs.
Oh.
Add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to.
It's gotten darker. Ooh, okay.
It's like looking into my own soul right now.
Uh-huh.
Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination.
Okay. I just realised that whole thing looks like the face of a beast. It's got like multiple eyes there, the nose there, a big massive gaping maw. It's like a Balrog from Lord of the Rings.
This armchair. This is where we had that talk. Damn.
Okay. So maybe this is where everything went down. Things turned bad. What's that on the floor? What is that? There's something there on the floor and I can't go and click it to it.
Sit down. We need to talk.
Oh, okay. Right, I'll go and sit down then.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a...
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
What happened?
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Anything new? Oh, she's angry now.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb. Beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that?
He wasn't dating my ex, was he?
I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot.
Oh, okay, just calm down, man.
Torture myself trying to remember.
We need to get to the bottom of this and find out the real truth, Chris, so just calm down, please,
I'm
yeah?
upset to even think straight.
Uh-huh.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Well, there's not much difference on there. Now, that bell icon, that dingle-dongle, that to me then is symbolic that we're progressing in the story.
It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Right, so has the letter got something different now to say? The clock's still the same up there. Is there anything outside here? No.
Birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything.
Right, okay.
Dearest, how do I
No,
say
that's still
anything?
the
And then
same.
top.
Right, so something went
Can't
wrong.
even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me.
What has she done, man?
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed.
Some women like to make sure that they look pretty when they go to bed. Nothing wrong with that.
Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care.
I'm guessing that those pills have got a big part to play in this.
Never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me.
Now I'm just clicking on on things multiple times because we're clearly stuck inside this log cabin. We can't exit it, and the story only progresses when you should get to a certain point and uncover the story a little bit more. And I'm thinking that objects that we can click on are going to get more significant as the story progresses. So maybe clicking on it more often might progress the story a little bit further. I don't know.
My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
Uh-huh. He clearly had something wrong with him.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Yeah. It's striking me quite early that he had something wrong with his head. He needed these pills to calm himself down, or at least keep himself in check, and then one time he didn't want to, and chemical imbalance in his head caused him probably to lash out at her, and she had enough about it and left him. Taking the kids as well. That is my early understanding of the
Too upset
synopsis.
to even think straight.
The synopsis here, so we'll find this out eventually. It might just take me some time.
Needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about.
Probably just the simplest shit. And that's still the same.
Unless she was the one who left.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. She's the one that
I
left.
hate her so much.
Right. There's nothing else in there. I don't know what to do. I mean, in the game it says is about... It can be completed in as early as 30 minutes or so, but it can take as long as an hour and 15 minutes, and now I've already been playing the game for 30 minutes. It's going to take me probably an hour and a half to do, maybe even more.
I couldn't care less about the damn thing now.
Yeah, that's still the same.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even.
Why?
Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful?
Okay, I've had a few rough parts in my previous history, not previous history, my history as well. Especially, like I say, with my ex. But I'm kind of happy where I am right now. Things can work out, you just need to believe.
That incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now.
Yeah, something's wrong with him.
It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute?
Yeah.
This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy.
It's reminded me of that male protagonist from Layers of Fear. He got so compulsively obsessive with his paintings, and he lashed out at his own wife and kid every time that they interrupted him, and especially the rats in the house, trying to burn down the house to kill them all. I'm getting some serious Layers of Fear vibe, story-wise, not fear-wise.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Okay. So, is there anything that we can actually do?
Tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them.
Not a good idea, Sam.
Everything she wore, just to lure me in.
Jeez, man, he's got some badass demons. Everything in the drawers are still the same. Okay. Let's go back to the picture. Oh, wait. No, let's see if this has changed. Yes. Changeable man. Insolent wretch. Who was it made the first overtures? Named love unending as time endures. Even as we rode across my father's realm, the mist...
Now I remember. It was me all the time. I lost her, and it's all my fault.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, can you please shut up while I read the fucking poem, please, man? The mystic sea, burnish thy poet's helm. Know this, scribe it in thy final sketch. Spell thy love without fault to the fey, or end thy life with feet of mortal clay. Yeah.
Still, I suddenly feel more determined. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Okay, yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing there, so speech all messed it up. That's still the same.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
We need to find out, man. Something's happened. And I'm thinking it was most definitely you.
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter?
What letter?
Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
Okay, I gotta say a little bit on the voice acting.
I
It's a
tried
bit
to be
hit and miss.
charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier.
Yeah, not a good idea, man.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
So what now am I missing?
So much.
So, the shit's gone down. That's clear. But why?
A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Uh-huh.
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon, because I've had enough.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this
Okay.
damn thing.
Nothing much more else to say there. Can we actually open this trunk now? We can! Oh, wow,
I sit
okay.
here on the train, taking me to my
This is her
final
letter.
farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I am feeling it.
She used to lock her secrets away. I think it's about time I opened some of those secrets.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. He's got the same selfish compulsion that the guy from Layers of Fear had. Because he didn't even attend Serena's parents' funeral. That is just bad, man.
Did I miss something?
Shut up, I'm talking here now. I mean, I've been with my partner right now for a good long 10 years or so. I can't exactly remember now how long it's been. It might be 9 years, I'm not sure. But we've done a lot of things together. We've had ups and downs. She's had family loss. I've attended the funerals there. Her father's been in hospital a couple of times as well.
I need more pieces to complete this jigsaw puzzle. Where can I find them?
I'll start looking soon, man. So, yeah, even her father has admitted into hospital a few times. I've visited him there, made sure that we get on good relations.
It's time
Oh,
to
for
look
fuck's sake.
in the trunk.
I am looking in the trunk. I'm right there, looking in the trunk. But if you don't mind, sir, I am doing the exposition right now. Can you shut the fuck up, please? Fucking hell, yeah, it's like Oxenfree. Let's just...
a bunch of schmaltzy junk.
You know what, I'm just going to play the game and just do little itty bits of fucking commentary here and there.
The jewelry box. What is it doing here?
And I'm going to give my thoughts towards the end of the game.
A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value.
Notice how the note there's also crunched up as well.
I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength.
Yeah.
I torture myself trying. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Right, so we're gone. Oh, for fuck's sake, no. Out. Go. Thank you. You different? No. Alright, so I've got a jewellery box. Let's check the picture. Still same, still
so
upset.
much.
What about the chair? What was it? Oh, I put it on the table. Okay. Oh, so there's a wedding ring.
Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here?
That's hers. That's bound to be hers.
Oh, please, no.
That is going to be hers because it was locked in the trunk with her note, and even he said it himself, putting all the trinkets inside that trunk, keeping it secret away from him. So that is her wedding ring.
I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she?
She's left you, man.
No. It can't be true.
I bet she's taking the kids as
I
well.
must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare.
You did.
She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right?
Vanity, man. Come
All
on.
of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
So that's the same thing you said before as well.
I couldn't care less about this.
Okay,
damn
so
thing.
you've had enough with that. Still the
Torture
same.
myself trying to remember.
Okay. So that is her possessions. This change now? Nope. Oh, right. Let's have a look at the kiddies' photos. See if they changed. No, they're still the same. So, nothing different there.
Too upset to even think straight.
Okay, right.
Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night.
Mm-hmm. If you say
I
so.
hate her so much. All of these pathetic... All the real color faded from it long ago.
I'm just trying everything
I'm
again.
not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it.
Can see them all over the floor there. They're big-ass dust mites, man. I mean big.
I told her the rug was fine work.
Aliens reference.
Like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it?
No, sir.
I couldn't care less about that. I torture myself trying to remember.
The Empress.
The light
He's very
is
pissed
so
off.
dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside.
See, dude's clearly got some issues. He's trying to put all the blame of everything that's happened onto her without making a big enough acknowledgement to his own insecurities. Because we've got the pills over here.
I'm too upset to even... All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? I hate her so much.
Not much more great detail on there.
All of these pathetic...
Still the
I couldn't
same.
care less about this damn thing.
Okay, so a lot of the exposition that's available for certain objects, it seems to have run out now.
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural?
Anything different in there? Nope. Just
And then he
it.
toppled us on this.
Yeah, that's still the same. It's just like there's only a certain amount of dialogue per clickable object. Once it's done, it's done. But maybe that'll progress the story as well. Open it up, you jackass. Right, there's definitely nothing inside there.
How was I supposed to react when she used this, anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again.
It does help to keep that stable relationship. Say it every once in a while. I love you.
The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Yes, yes, yes. I've got a lot of faith in you, sir.
There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. I'm too upset to even think. I hate her. All of this.
Yeah, they're all still the same.
Soup. Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was.
I've just noticed there, lesbian ghosts, myth or reality. I think something for the Mythbusters to test out.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
So yeah, I'm going back to everything now that's got an object.
Torture myself trying to remember.
See if there's any more exposition to each part. Oh, here we go. Whoa. They'll just close? Oh, yeah, they're just closed, aren't they? That's a dress. No!
We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, we couldn't help your downfall. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much time here.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time?
Fire will do it.
It's been months since you... Fine. Give me the kerosene.
So I had to be really quiet for that one to try and hear what the background talk was there. Just sound normal, but do not, for the love of Jeebus, tell me that's her.
My God. What is this? It can't... It isn't.
Did you just did you lash out at her?
How did it happen? I can't remember.
So much for that happy ending.
It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed?
Good few years, I'd say.
It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been?
Very long time.
I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's hard to say because we don't have a great deal of story behind him. But we do know that he takes drugs. So brain damage would more likely be chemical rather than a physical injury. Right, there's no more icon on that. We can't do anything more with that. But don't tell me that, sir. Please do not tell me that, sir. There's nothing else that I can click on in there. No, nothing there. Still nothing in there. Music is so ominous right now. So did he just literally lash out, got so angry and just did that?
No. No! This isn't happening!
Okay, so the talking, probably just like background ambience, if that. I'll just do it again, just to make sure. No. Still can't do anything. Right, okay. Keep that closed. Have a look back in here again.
Dark. Is this purgatory?
Shit, I shouldn't do
I
that.
wonder if this plant is poisonous. With my luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me.
Right, yeah. There's a certain amount of dialogue for each option now. Option for each object. Because now the spyglass things disappeared from clicking on a plant.
Job, was it? Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest. To hell with this book.
Yeah, that's gone. Okay. Creepy creek. Alright, let's go and have a look at this again first. Yeah. With a twist of wind, ice and hell fell. Let me start that again because I can't read. With a twist of wind, Ison fell hard on his homeland ground, watched his mounts flee, looked up and found a silent banshee? Crone of silver hair, how came I here? Stranger, as all, on time's rocking bear. Rocking bear.
The body. It's... No, I can't. I can't escape this nightmare!
Okay, whatever. I'm trying to finish this poem again. Thou art old, but to recall me a bard. I knew in youth. Now make way, man's husk. I go bury my past in the crimson husk. So
Don't you love me anymore?
Don't worry. It's all covered.
So with this changing, it's kind of like giving a twist on the tale about what's happening between him and Serena. Okay. Right, picture time. Oh. What? Ooh, wait. Oh, that's put a twist on things. Because one of the last sentences he said when I was clicking on the Bible was, "Am I in purgatory?" So, it might not be a case that I've killed Serena. It might be a case that she had enough with all these arguments and she killed him. That's my body in the armoire. And this is his final moments. This is like his outer body of experience. This is his soul. He could be in purgatory. He could be in limbo. It's like a fucking movie, Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis's character, he doesn't know that he's dead yet. Fucking hell!
My face? What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment?
Could be.
It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. Until I took her life. I am a demon. A destroyer. Impure.
Are we sure it's her though?
Dead, worm-eaten wood.
No, I'm clicking on a picture.
The many times we sat here. So many.
Right.
To think there would ever be a last
Ooh!
time.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures.
Yeah, we're done with the picture, so now every time I click it, it's clicking on the table, but ooh!
Couldn't help you down.
The dinners, the laughs. I can't bear looking at it any longer.
What about in here?
I must have taken her ring off when...
Spent much time here.
Why is it in this chest? Was it guilt? Disgust? Denial? In sickness and in health, until death do us part. Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always toy with my feelings? What have I done to you, my Serena? I can't think about this. I feel faint. Have to breathe normally.
Okay.
I'm getting hysterical. Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, salt and pepper there.
Pepper, the black condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this.
I'm clicking on everything now to hear all the exposition until it dries up, and then that spyglass disappears for that object.
I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing.
Okay, let's move on to the
I
salt.
had died of high blood pressure. At least she would be random associations.
Be what?
I remember after our fight just staring at this salt shaker for what seemed like hours. Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar, my guardian angel. What have I done?
Okay, right. We's all done for that one.
I'm going to be sick. There's no booze, no food. Even if there was anything left to eat or drink, I couldn't force it down. There's no point. Oh, is this how I did it?
Oh, could be.
Bash my skull in with this right here, right now. There's no point in going on. If only Serena hadn't missed me back then.
Right, what about this? This hopefully is not going to be exposition for each individual book, because we're going to be here all night.
This is not life.
So you want to be a purple tentacle. That's got to be an Easter egg to the Day of the Tentacle. Pretty sure.
All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become?
No, good, okay.
All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance.
Maybe in a good way then it's doing it for... Yeah. Okay, so the exposition for the bookcase was for all the books, even though you could click on each individual shelf. That's good.
That night, the night we had that fight, this is where she told me. What a damn fool I was.
That is the first thing you've said which actually made sense to me, and something which I agree on. You're a damn fool, son.
Don't walk away from me. Don't you fucking care anymore? Stop. Get back here.
She was right. I wasn't good enough for her.
Picture's still the same on there. Okay. Who's this? This gotta be me and her.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
What? Burn this place down?
Oh, shit. You forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
Oh, not like this. Please.
Fuck!
Oh.
Shit, son, that's loud. Oh, it's on there at the door. So I'm thinking that's my body. End of memories. Ooh. Okay. To me, it leaves the story ending a little bit open. But the way I'm seeing that now is that they had the fight and they broke up and she moved away. And in his own... Well, Serena's sorrow, that's a good title. In his own sorrow, he didn't like what happened. And he saw the monster inside him because he didn't take the pills. He didn't take those pills, so his mind flipped out. They had the argument. She had enough, took the kids, went away. And he hated himself for it. And This game is dedicated to our dear friend Serena Nelson, who graciously allowed us to use her name and likeness. Whoa! Well done, Serena Nelson. Good on you, girl, for that one. I didn't even know there was a real person. Anyway, so yeah, he saw the monster inside himself and couldn't take it anymore. And that was his body. It's not Serena's body in the armoire. It's his. He died. Now there was an injury on the skull up here, which we did touch upon towards the end of that where we saw the pan, but I don't think that was the killing blow. Mind you, it could have been. No. I can't quite pin it yet as to what happened towards the end. But he did say that he had to go back inside. Maybe. No, maybe that injury was... No, that's still open to interpretation. Maybe he legitimately thought that there was something worth saving inside the log cabin, went back inside, and then Serena followed him inside, smacked him over the head to knock him out, and put him in the armoire, and that's where he died. Most likely there's a very good chance because of the fire. That's my interpretation of the story. Ooh. That was awesome. I love story-centric games like that. It really makes you think as to what happened, trying to piece things together. And I'm playing another game right now called Her Story. That is much more in-depth, and it's much longer to play through that game, which is why that one's in episodic parts. And it's also why it's so difficult to continue, because you've got to do all the searching on the keywords for the computer. But I love games like that. Loving to find out what the story was. And it's your job as the player to find out that story, to craft it together, to piece it piece by piece, make the dots yourself and to say, holy fuck, that was a good story as far as storytelling's concerned, but the story itself was awful and full of tragedy. This story was one of them. And I love finding things out like that. For the game part of things, yeah, I'd love things like that. Whether it's based on a true story, I'm not sure. It didn't say whether it was. But that's also not to say that things like this happens in the real world, because people have arguments all the time. And I really do not believe in the perfect relationship where nobody has an argument with their spouse in their perfect relationship. I'm fully committed to the belief that at some point, no matter how big or how small, everyone's going to have an argument with their spouse at some point in their time. I've had arguments with my partner, but we're still together. That's what it means to be in a relationship. And yeah, 9 or 10 years on, I still can't remember how long it's fully been. But after all this time, we're still together. We've still got our 2 beautiful children together. And I'd never leave them for the world. I'd not leave them for the world, because I love them wholeheartedly. Man, such a strange one was that one. But anyway, if you've got your own alternative theories as to what happened in the story, if there's anything that you think that I might have missed out, which is a very good chance that I have done, because my 2 brain cells, like I say, don't function in the best of times, leave your comments down below and let me know. And I'll probably even play the game through again offline, reading your comments as well, and think, oh yeah, how the fuck did I miss that? But anyway, do all that good YouTube stuff. Like if you like it, dislike if you don't. Put your comment down below if you want to have your voice heard. Smack the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to be notified when the next video is coming out. And I'll see you in the next video. So bye-bye for now.
Dominator.
I'd also probably say that the time setting was this was pre-2000s, before you could get mobile internet. Otherwise I wouldn't have had a wank mag.